Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the San Francisco 49ers. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. You're not ready. You're not ready. Check 31, check 31.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again. Herbert, he's going to let this one go deep. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, Herbert. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
60 or
54. 6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's
X3, 218, chopper. Shoot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. What? Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming. Watch twins. 61. Matchbox lights. Check. Watch 54. Hey, get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Ready. 30 base.
Watch the run.
Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Young. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Come on, set. 10-2 start. 59, Mike to 59. Touchdown. Travel.
Check.
Hey, Foxtrot.
So that one will be accepted.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Recon, 132 fighter. Check 26. No. Off. Please grip.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
3 bird. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Topper. Hey, Echo.
5'9", Mike 5'9".
Now.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Young. Looking right sideline. That's complete. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And the 49er, first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm going to come back to you.
22 jet bombers.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, Haywood. 54. Mike 54.
Yeah, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Five.
Now on 2nd and 13. Young. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Set. 8. Read. Coaching spell. Go. Go.
Throwing on first down. Herbert, he's going to take a shot right, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check.
Hard. Hard. Let's go, D. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go.
Young to throw it.
Switch. Switch.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Smith.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Double dog. Double dog. That's the way. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Fielded at about the 28. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring and moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
First down, Broncos.
50, plant.
Check 13. Check 13.
Pilot, 64, weak. Look at me, zipper.
Motion.
Get it.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Broncos first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And some room to roam now. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
General West.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 12-yard line.
Ready.
No score after one on EA Sports.
4 down. Check.
On the double.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Snap.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Ready. 70, Indy. X3, 218, chop.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. On 4th down, Herbert. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
Greystone travel.
Mike's by 4. He runs. 36.
Hey, orbit.
And they just get the play off. Now Young. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Check 24.
Topper.
Check. Watch 54.
Rock it. Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go. Set. 8, read.
Watch the out. He's checking. Crash.
22 jet bomber. Goose. Wide. Get wide. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
54. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Hey, Delta.
Mike's by 4.
Go.
Come on, D.
Hey.
Check Mike 54.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw.
54 Mike. Let him know.
Bravo. Go.
In your face.
Gone. Hey.
Check. Safe.
Now.
Motion. Hey.
Shoot.
Young on third down. And that is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, simple, a tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6.
Don't get nervous. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Ready? No, check that. We want Mike 52. Hey, Charlie. Ricky. Please grab it.
Operating from the gun. Herbert, and that is incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we remind remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch.
Go.
Throwing on second down. Young. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Come get shot. Come get shot. He don't want it. Watch the safety creep. Kill, kill, kill.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Danny.
Yeah, fight.
Young on first down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
I got wide. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Hey, exit.
54. Let's go tight end. Let's go right here.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Tusa.
All right.
Here we go. 5.
Hey, let's get there. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". All day, dog. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
It's just me and you. Yep. It's just me and you. Let's go.
To throw again on second down. Young. And his throw is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check 24.
Look at me. Zipper.
Again, it's Young. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try to get some more points.
54 Mike. Hey, check. Kill.
X3. 218. Chopper. Hey, Foxtrot.
54.
Following the interception, Young. And he's got his man on the out route. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Ready, break.
59, mark. Check, 59. Come on. You better bring it.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, Echo.
Right, check, 59. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Bang, bang, bang.
Shoot.
A first down throw for Young. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
He's checking crowd. Check 15, check 15. Check 3, check.
Greystone travel. Skid.
Off the play fake, Young letting one go deep. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So maybe the defense will have to kickstart the offense here. The first points of the game comes from that defensive unit.
Yeah, sometimes you get together and you say, hey, maybe it's on us today. We have to go out and force the issue and make a play and get everyone else going.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
60 Pittsburgh. Here we go. Recon, 132 fighter. Go, go. Single, single.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
Topper, Topper! Get off the field. Let's get off the field. Big grip, big grip.
From the gun, Herbert. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, wahoo!
We got 4. 7's a Mike. Mike 7. Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
10's a Mike.
Let's go.
Snap.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. That's taken on the 25. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
Mike 54. Someone got me.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
54, Mike, 54.
5.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Young. Throwing right, and that's complete. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
6-6, bullet high. 54, smooth.
Nice, sweetheart.
Hey, Sam off. Let's go.
It's Young on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
Undercrunch. You're out. Hey, orbit.
Mike 54. Hey, I'm coming after you.
Hit it.
Young working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
To throw again on second down. Young. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
SOS.
Check, look at me. Go. And
They'll throw again. Young. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal.
Here we go. Joker.
blue draw Corkers.
Check, 59. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Hal.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Bravo. Get it.
On second and goal, Young. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Pilot, 64, weak. Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Here we go.
The last run got 6, now second and 4.
General West. Go. Big trip.
Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Broncos.
On the set.
52.
X3. 218. Chopper. Snap.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. Hey.
Let's go.
They'll go again with Lindsey. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Ready up. 61. Matchbox light.
Here I come again.
Hey, dude.
Here I come again. 5-2 to Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. I got it.
5.
To throw on third down. Herbert out of the backfield. This is Aaron Jones. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
Broncos first down.
Ready.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check, 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 check. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Go. Don't be scared. Say go.
Off the play fake. Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30, 10, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Mike 52 right here. 52. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Get it.
To throw on second down. Herbert, screen pass to Lindsey.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Here comes a big one as this crowd gets up making some noise. It's 3rd and short.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Y'all playing the wrong football. 49, check 49, check 49. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Ready.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Ready.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Herbert. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On the ready.
52. Tackle. Switch.
Protein spill.
Check 4.
Now it's Lindsey. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
At the 20-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Here I come. Back. Pilot, 64, weak.
Set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Watch the run.
Watch the twits.
General West.
Big Ed.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Now. Hey. High 7.
Mike's 59.
Go.
Mike's 59. Check Mike. check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, let's get that.
Yes. Hey, Alpha. Go.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Brings up 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 stop.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Pull it together. Jim.
X3. 218. Chop.
Show it.
He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
61. Matchbox light.
25. Check.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Watch Mike. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Check 3.
Greystone, travel.
Watch out.
Hey, exit. Get it.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He completes this to Sutton. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Let's go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check 31.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
52. Come to my world.
Five.
Come to my world. No, Mike 52. Mike 52. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy? Give me some.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Check 52's the Mike. Check 52's the Mike. Coming to you.
Big grip.
He's back to throw. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. They'll try and sneak it here. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Another shot from the one on second and goal. They'll go with the keeper. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the one. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They come out here in the eye. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a two-point conversion to tie it.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the two-point conversion.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this two-point conversion.
6-6, bullet high.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
Well, that certainly comes under the heading of critical mistake, doesn't it, partner? You can't have that. You got a chance to tie the ball game from the 2-yard line. Now you've got to go back to the 7-yard line and take the same chance.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the two-point conversion to tie the ball game. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
team spill.
Yeah, right there. 54 Mike.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Check it, go.
Now a handoff looking right. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You
I certainly
loved
did.
the defensive.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the 49ers, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get to Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.